What's up, my freaking flyers and Phast Foundation aficionados? Don't even get me started on how long it's been since I've had a video. I know. You know, sometimes life throws you curveballs, sliders, and even some spitballs. My excuse, 4 daughters, summertime has started. Chaos, vacation, families, Texas boys, riding in the mountains, nieces and nephews visiting, giving lecture after lecture, baby raccoons, indoor paintballing arena, unbelievable meetings with a key individual and organization yet to be released, and an insane amount of work. But we got a lot of stuff done. Hope you enjoy week 13, 14, /15, /16, whatever Kill Bill number video this is. Let's do the dang thing. Do you remember this behemoth? Oh yeah, it was finally time to listen to my mother and pick up my messes. Now this jackhammer wasn't quite as fun as the skid steer with the jackhammer attachment, but it equally did an amazing job, and finally I was able to clear this space, which is critically important for the ramp going from the second tier level down to this level. So, you know, as fun as building is, destruction and cleanup is an unavoidable, necessary evil that I had to take care of. You know, sometimes I feel overwhelmed with the magnitude of this project, but I always try to remind myself of a man named Dashrath Manji. He was located in a small remote village in India. He worked on the opposite side of where his home was. His wife was traversing the mountain range to bring him some water. In the middle of his work, she fell. The nearest medical facility was over 40 miles away because they had to travel around the mountain range. When she died because she couldn't reach medical care facility, he dedicated the next 22 years of his life to hand carving a roadway through the mountain so no one else would have to suffer the tragedy that he did. He is my freaking hero. Yes! That feels good. All right, so now we've got the base cleaned. And now we can start designing, measuring out the wraparound berm. So you'll be coming down right here. Then there'll be a 2-part berm. A flat portion for a lower skilled, maybe younger rider, and then an actual wall berm that someone can rip down that quicker and then turn more horizontal. It'll be a 12-foot arc, so covering 24 feet. And it'll be like this, coming down, then poof! And it will shoot you into the rhythm section. The pump track. This is going to be the most popular area, and I'm excited. And then this whole section is going to be what's called the micro rhythm, kind of some flat tabletop jumps because we have a lot higher clearance. And so that's what this area is going to be. So that is the vision, right? So basically a 12-foot ramp from there, coming down from that level to ground level there. Now I was just about to start working on hooking up the wall attachment for the ramp going down to this pump track area, and I started to hear a lot of high-pitched squeaking, and so I wanted to investigate it. My best guess, it was some sort of raccoon. Now I had to be really cautious because if it was baby raccoons, that means mama raccoon was somewhere close, and they can get vicious.
I just saw the mom. She just went down there. So that's where the babies are, and that's where mom went. So I'm gonna see if I can open these and see if, I don't know, we can find her. So it looks like there's a couple spaces that mom can get out. Right there. There's a hole right there she can probably get out of. And definitely right there. So we'll just keep an eye on them, and obviously they're going to survive because the raccoons. I have seen a raccoon up on the roof before, but definitely not inside. But baby raccoons. I'm just going to leave them alone for right now. Just keep an eye on them. Yeah, I don't know necessarily what to do. I ain't going to hurt them. We'll see. Maybe they'll be our mascots.
The wall that they used to frame out the offices and attach drywall to. So I was able to use that to attach these panels. Aren't they looking so sick? Look at that rust and that, aged history. All right, time for a quick montage with music.
Did anybody happen to notice something off? Look really closely in these next clips. Let me know in the comments once you notice the thing that I noticed when I was reviewing and preparing this video. It's so frustrating.
I might be biased, but I was totally jazzed about how that turned out. I actually had a little more time than I thought, and so I decided to attach the anchor board for what will be the beginning of the ramp down. One of the things that I knew that was going to be a critical part of this whole construction process was the amount of planning, creative thinking, mathematics skills, computing, and just trial and error. Just because of the sheer variability that's within this building. Oftentimes, I don't know what I'm drilling into until I start. I'll be attaching a piece of wood through a steel plate that is into concrete that may or may not have rebar in it. Now, that creates a whole lot of different problems. But one of the things that I have become very adept at is standing around and measuring things over and over and over again. Because of the complexity, the lack of uniformity with the building, having to decide, okay, see these two windows, how do I make sure that those are safely covered while having a ramp? I have to determine the head clearance of both the ramp that's right above my head and the steel beam. Am I going to have enough clearance? But man, am I addicted to the process. These challenges are just opportunities in work clothes. As soon as I wrapped up this and had my 3 or 4 options, I had to wrap it up and head to Utah.
Oh. So there's a big difference between 60 feet above sea level and whatever I'm at right outside of Hurricane, Utah. Just northeast of St. George, Utah. Look at this. I feel like I'm riding on Mars. It is amazing. I'm on a trail called Gooseberry Mesa, and by all accounts, it was hands down every blog I read, suggestion on top places to ride in southern Utah. They said this was the bucket list item. This was the you have to ride if you have one day or if you have 100. Anyways, I'm repping my Rays mountain bike t-shirt, and it has been amazing, reinvigorating about how much I love mountain biking. It's physically demanding. It's mentally draining because there's the technical stuff, the angles and the skill and the dexterity and the proprioception, the communication between this thingy and these thingies and those thingies. It's amazing. What a all-encompassing feat and challenge. Anyways, it's been amazing because this whole time I've just been thinking and running through all the things with the Phast tracks and what I want it to become and what it means to me. And there's a reason that I'm wearing this shirt, and it's a huge announcement. I mean, mind-blowing, unridiculously believable announcement that I can't release yet. Many might deduce it, and I will say nay or yay. But oh my goodness, Quincy's gonna be on a map, y'all. The Midwest, I love it. So excited. I am not even halfway of my 9-mile loop, so I gotta get going. Peace. So this is called South Rim, and holy moly, it is quite a ride. As you can tell, that was the last I filmed of that ride. I think it was because I was so gall darn tired. But check out this panoramic view of my halfway point. Amazing. Highly recommend it if you ever make it down to St. George.
We snuck some beach time in. I got vitamin D therapy. We took some family photos, shot some guns like true Americans. But my absolute favorite part is I took a shovel, a backpack, and I made a treasure map. And before the sun and my kids got up, I ran up into the mountains and I buried treasure, one every mile on one of our favorite hikes.
It was so worth it. Now back to Illinois and back to work.
And did we ever work? I was able to host 30 young men from a church down in Houston that traveled all the way up to Quincy to visit Quincy, Nauvoo, and Carthage. Now what they didn't know, while they were dismantling and destroying all these shelves, I snuck upstairs to the 3rd story of this building and turned it into an indoor paintball arena. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Red team! Blue team! Go!
Now I was wearing a bright yellow shirt so I could ref and I could film. Strict rules, we went over all the safety guidelines, and I've been paintballing since I was 12 years old. But even within the first minute of the very first game, this happened.
You shot me!
And I couldn't help but laugh. What an absolute blast that was. Consider subscribing, consider donating, consider coming down and swinging a hander with us all. On to the next video. And remember, currency is kindness. Knuckles, noggin, butterfly kisses, squid fingers.